You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hey guys, what's going on? Rabid here, and yeah, back to some regular scheduled programming. Now, I didn't drop a video last 2 days. Maybe some of you guys were curious about that, but I ran into some technical difficulties in the form of my other phone. I woke up as usual and I was checking. I was ready to go record a video that morning for you guys, so that would be Thursday morning, and my phone started to freeze on me, and then it shut off and it has never turned on since. So all my Google authentication stuff was on my phone, and I had a Koinami wallet was in there. I did not have that seed phrase backed up yet. I've been meaning to do it, but I've been putting it off. So my Konami wallet is locked in that dead phone now. I did get a new phone. I went into town the other day, got a new phone. I'm slowly going to support on everything like Discord and Xbitron and crypto.com, everywhere. Contacting support, getting everything reset one at a time as I come across, because I don't remember everything. Everything I had 2FA on is now gone, and I got to reset everything. So it's kind of a pain. I had about 4,000 or 5,000 Aeon hanging out on my Koinami wallet. Obviously, the price is down. If it pumps in the future, I'm going to want to get that out. So I'm still debating on that, but urgent reminder, everybody, back up them seed phrases before it's too late. You know, my phone has been going kind of slow for the past couple months, and, you know, I was like, oh, it's going to die soon. I know it, and I still just never did it. So obviously that's my fault, but I have everything backed up, everything else restored and stuff, but my Konami wallet isn't. So just no, it's an Android, but urgent reminder to all you guys out there, back up all your seed phrases and something. Don't put it off, because, you know, you never know when something may happen. I'm thinking I probably could just get the phone fixed, take it in. I don't know what happened. I'm waiting. It was fully charged too, so I want to wait for the battery to die somehow. You know, it might take 2 months of this thing of me hitting a button on it every single day to slowly use up that battery, and then maybe charging it again for a couple minutes may, you know, initialize this thing. But I tried hard resetting, soft resetting, forced reboots, recovery modes, you know, everything you got to hit for combos to do with stuff with the buttons. I've tried them all countless times. It's not turning on. Anyway, but yeah, I could probably get it fixed and get some stuff recovered. But, you know, obviously if Aeon pumps to $1, I'm definitely going to want to get that done. But I don't think we have anything to worry about till at least 2025. Let's do a quick roll call here and see what's going on. So we got Andres 27007, Gregory Andres again. I'll try not to repeat everybody too many times, but we know I always fail at that. OCTOMINER, what's going on? Gerald Graybeard, OCTOMINER again. I already did it. King Mining. Scroll, Little Time Mining, what's going on? BDD, what's happening? Crypto Flan, scrolling, a lot of talking going on. Oh, we got Fudwiser. Yeah, I was on the right one there for a second. I thought I was on this crazy scary one where I just would have been like, yo, you know what?
Fudwiser, I'm watching you.
But no, we were on the Echo, so that's all good. Jeff Baker, what's going on? Sling Buzz, what's happening? Tim, I am crypto. Taylor Brown, scrolling, and oh, did I miss anybody? Kia Enigma Adventures, what's going on? Easy work, and it just skipped. Miss Miso S Cook 4015, Sebchap S. What's happening, everybody? Matt McBride, what's happening? I saw someone point up there. Somebody please pump Bitcoin. Well, sad to say, you know, we're at the end of the cycle, guys. I don't see any pumping on any. Well, some coins are actually pumping, so I can't say that, but some coins, I don't see any Bitcoin pumps or anything happening probably until 2025. That is after the next halving. I believe the halving sometime in 2024. So 6 months to potentially a year after the next Bitcoin halving event is when, you know, I expect prices to start bouncing back up into the next bull run. But for now, I don't see anything happening in crypto. If anything, I 100% or 99.9% think crypto is still in a downward trend. I don't think we have hit that bottom yet. Yeah, 2025 though is when I think it is. Get your dipsticks. Yeah, get them ready. I really think we have not hit bottom. I don't think we'll hit bottom until potentially October, November. You know, that's what I'm guessing bottom will finally happen. It's going to be a slow downward trend with the odds spike up. You know, we're going to have some ups, obviously. We're going to have more downs. We're going to hit the bottom, you know, in a few months still, and then we'll slowly go sideways for a bit, and then we'll have our odd, slow upswing until that halving happens. And then, like I said, 6 months to a year after the halving is when I am expecting. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but based on history, that's when we'll start to see the run up into the next bull run happening. So that's just where I'm playing my cards right now. Not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. But some things have been happening lately. The Ethereum had their dev call yesterday. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the dev call. This morning I was kind of skipping through it, fast forwarding, watching, rewinding, going through parts and stuff that sounded interesting. So it did sound like most of it was more merge type of oriented, but pretty much what I got out of it, there's only one section which I do have saved, which does have the main point on it all. But they're saying something about potentially delaying the difficulty bomb and everything, but they never said they're actually going to do it. It was just hints. So you look on Twitter and you look on, some other videos and stuff, a lot of people are saying the difficulty bomb is getting delayed. Well, it's not yet anyway. And it might not. There's still a chance that they're not going to do it. Remember, they're thinking about potentially 25-second block times, which falls into August or so, which is around their timeline of when they think the merge could potentially be ready. It all depends on Robstein and the next, when they do that actual merge test on Robstein and decide, depending on the bugs and stuff they see there, then they may decide on, extending it a little bit. But even if they do extend it, that doesn't mean anything. It's just kind of giving them a little bit more of a window of leeway before, obviously the collapse of Ethereum, because block times are too high. So that's giving it a little more of a window and just moving into there. So we don't know what's going to happen. So if they extend it, they could still easily drop the merge in July or August, even though, they extended a couple months to potentially October or September or whatever. And another thing we got to point out, their timelines. When they do mention like, we're going to extend it a couple months, maybe it's going to be September, October at this point in time. That doesn't mean the bomb is going to go off at that time. It's going to go off a month and a half before the timeline that they tell you. They're extending it from, I think, when was it? Early April, when our bomb we're currently in went off. And I released a video, guys, the difficulty bomb, it went off. And a lot of people are saying, this is FUD, this is lies. It didn't go off. It's not supposed to go off till like June or July or something. No, the timelines and the dates they give you is when you're kind of going to be feeling the effects of the bomb. The bombs that they actually set for them to go off is about a year. Yeah, I wish a year, but it's usually about a month and a half before the date that they actually tell you when it's going to go off. It's not a go off time. It's the time you're going to feel it. Now, the difficulty bomb, it takes time to, as it goes off, slowly the blocks start adding up. And we're going to have a look right here into, where is it? Average block time. So like right here, we can see we're sitting at, we're about 13.78 seconds, 13.9. So almost at that 14-second mark. Now the bomb went off somewhere. Where are we at here? February. This thing most doesn't want to work very good for me. April. So sometime in April, I believe. I don't know. Let's just go here. So let's say, look, the bomb went off around here sometime. And this is where we are now. So we're not feeling the effects a little bit for like the past week, and then come middle of next month here, and the month after is when we're going to start hitting 18, 22, 25, and they pretty much think it's okay to hit 25-second blocks. Now think about that. Realistically, 13 to 15 second is your average block time. You're getting about 4 blocks out per minute, sometimes a little bit faster as they go by. You may get 5 out every 1,000 blocks or something. 5 might go in a minute at 13 to 15 seconds. So you put that into play, but then say this does go up to 25 seconds. Now you're getting 2 blocks out in a minute, 50% less blocks. Now, what if an NFT drop happens? What if people are trading? What if there's a quick, bull run for one day, or, a massive price, people trying to pull out? Gas fees are going to go insanely through the roof. 2 blocks per minute from 4 blocks per minute, 50% less blocks happening per minute, and gas fees are just crazy. So these are some of the potentials we're going to see, and which does bring us into this clip right here, where there seems to be only one guy on the whole dev call that really cares about people and the users. Like, personally, myself, I don't really care. I always like to say, best way you can look at this is look for the worst, and it can always get better. Right now, when we're looking at this, we're expecting, as a GPU miner, Flux to take off and, cater to the hash rate. Ethereum Classic, which is going to be overrun by ASICs. But, Ergo, we're looking at these coins that could potentially do it. And if it doesn't, then it's a big letdown and, it's just going to be a bad day for you. But if you look at the absolute worst, then everything else could just be better. So honestly, in my mind, Ethereum is already gone. I don't really care about it anymore at this point in time. Obviously, I'm still mining because it's the most profitable. But think about the worst. The worst, GPUs aren't going to be profitable for at least 2 years. I'm at that point. I have no issue shutting them off. If something takes off, great. I'm going to be happy and, things are going to be profitable. If you're expecting something to just happen and GPUs are still going to be profitable and then they turn out they aren't, you're going to have a massive letdown. And this is more towards the way where I'm gearing things. Be mentally ready for this because GPU mining is definitely going to change once Ethereum is gone. Anyway, regardless, I just want to play this clip for you guys. And then this is pretty much the only clip that was worthwhile, in my honest opinion, about this whole dev call was just 2 minutes towards the end here. So this has nothing to do with the EIP, nothing to do with the delay in the difficulty bomb. It's more of one guy actually has a voice saying, you know what? Maybe we should not let the block times get this. And that's by Andrew, which I believe is the same guy in the last couple calls who was saying maybe we should delay the difficulty bomb till the end of the year. It's fine if we don't have to worry about it anymore, but if we have to delay it every couple of weeks, it's a waste of time. So just delay it to the end of the year. In the last dev call, this guy said, and then, if we're ready for the merge, just drop the merge. We don't have to worry. But anyway, this is a totally different topic here. Just listen to what this guy has to say here.
So I'm looking at the chart that was included as a block time prediction by Dokeji from 24th of May. That's attached to the discussion for today. And I think we're planning now the merge for August, right? This is the optimistic scenario that's probably the biggest optimists were talking about August. And this chart is showing like 25 seconds towards the end of August, right? So is everyone happy with going towards 25 seconds blocks?
Little delay here before someone answers, but this is where Andrew comes in.
Andrew?
Yeah, I think that's the big problem because we are artificially reducing the capacity of the network, and it's a disservice to the users. I was also thinking like maybe we can combine the merge delay with something useful, like because this idea was surfaced that we set the TTD for the mainnet to something artificially large, and maybe we can do that alongside delaying the bomb. So it's kind of not our final merge release or some semi-final, and the merge itself is not happening yet, but we are doing something useful for the merge along with delay.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was suggesting. And I think if we were to do that, we would still hit at least 16, if not likely 18-ish second blocks by the time that happens. So it's not like it's not 25 seconds, obviously, but yeah, it does mean that we do hit longer block times,
which is already bad enough. Like we should try to improve the capacity rather than hurt it.
Yeah. Thomas, your hand is up.
All right, so that's pretty much the only part of the whole dev call I think we should really care about is that part. Yes, there's previous before that they're talking about extending the difficulty bomb. They're going to need an EIP to do it, but at the same time, they might not do it. They might not need the EIP. They're really trying to push this hard. I can't find the chart, but a couple of days ago, it also came out that there was a reorg on the beacon chain. Now, the beacon chain is where all the S stick. They had a 7-block beacon reorganization going on there, so they had some issues. So they pretty much had to revert and cancel those transactions that happened within 7 blocks. So anything that happened within that 7 blocks, pretty much like it didn't happen. So they reversed that. They had to fix something, whatever. But that happened on the straight out POS beacon chain side. And they pretty much ignored the fact. They said that's not too bad. It's not a big issue. Well, realistically, that's the biggest reorg Ethereum has ever had. For real. So that's a huge issue that they're not really playing into that. If someone was doing a bunch of trades on, some fast dexes or something, and they were doing something back and forth, and all of a sudden all those transactions and everything you just did were gone. That's a major issue. Now picture that by a whole bunch of people. Maybe they moved millions of dollars around. Wow, what happened to my transactions? Thanks a lot, Ethereum. So these are big bugs, and they're kind of sliding that on the table, which in my mind, what this looks like is they don't really care about users. They don't care about the miners. Obviously, it's been an ongoing feud with the miners forever. But at this point in time, they don't care about anything except for kicking the miners off and moving the POS. So I really don't think if they, after this EIP and Robston, I think if they find some bugs in Robston and they still think, you know, we're still okay with it, I really think they're going to push the merge out as fast as they possibly can. And if it breaks something, it breaks something. That's almost the mentality I'm getting out of these guys at this point. So, you know, obviously we have to wait to see what happens on that test net. Is the bomb going to be delayed? We have no idea. They may delay it. They might not, because right now it looks like all hands on deck. We're releasing it as soon as we possibly can, and they're kind of ignoring the simple facts. So when it comes to Ethereum mining, just expect GPUs to be done by the end of the year at the very latest, and be ready for 2 months left at the earliest, in my point of view here. So I don't really know what's going on here, but they're really trying to push hard, and they don't care about anything else. This is what things are looking like at this point in time. He did it. DJ Mines did a great call vid earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I missed it. I'm not sure what's going on. DJ, where you at? You there? Yes, DJ is there. So there you go. DJ dropped that. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole dev call. The only part that really mattered to me was the section I just told you where, you know, maybe one guy out of the whole core dev team, you know, actually realizes what's going on. As for the delay in the bomb and everything, it might not even happen. Might not. They might just push this thing in August or something. 25-second block rewards. They don't care as long as they drop the POS down and get rid of the miner. So very, very interesting stuff. Do you buy GPUs right now? Probably not. I don't know. It's up to you. There's still a lot of you guys out there. You know, we're really hopeful for it. Which brings me to the next thing. Now, what to mine after this? So I've been looking through some things, and I know a lot of us, we go in here and we're hoping. You know, we're hoping Flux is going to be the next go-to. We're hoping Ergo is going to be the next go-to. We're hoping Ravencoin. We're hoping some coin out there, you know, can take in the hash rate. Now, this isn't going to happen unless, you know, these coins hit massive price increases. None of these have the market cap, the hash rate, the payouts to do it. Now, obviously, some miners, if you love it, some miners do mine at a loss because they support networks. They love the network and they want to go for that network. That's 100% okay. Solo Para Music Logo, what's going on? Thank you for the US 199. I need help. My 3080 is overheating like crazy. Have you changed the thermal pads? 3080s do have GDDR6X memory and it runs extremely hot. So if you have not swapped out your memory pads yet to something better, then that would be your first step, and hopefully that helps. Anyway, back onto here. So, you know, we're hoping one of these coins take off, and honestly, I hope something does. I really don't think anything will until probably 2025, but we do have other options. I seen someone mention NiceHash in there. NiceHash isn't, in my mind, is not an option. If a whole bunch of you guys go to NiceHash, you're going to kill all these coins. And by kill, I don't mean due to difficulty or anything, or whatever NiceHash does support, not the quick miner, because that's currently Ethereum. I imagine they're going to change it later on to something else. So they'll get rid of quick miner and just do their main NiceHash thing, which has Ergo and Ravencoin and whatever other coins. They'll probably add more coins. But regardless, the point is whatever coins NiceHash is supporting through mining rig rentals, all these coins have the potential of being attacked. And if you know what's going on, Ethereum Classic has been attacked like at least 4 times now. Now we have to wait 2 weeks for transactions to go through and all this other stuff. And, you know, it's just a big headache using ETC at this point because of, you know, their previous attacks and what they had to do to actually stay listed. Yeah, it's another thing. These coins, say Ravencoin or Ergo gets attacked a bunch of times, exchanges will just delist them. They don't want to deal with all those reorgs and stuff that have to get fixed. Coins get delisted. So if a whole bunch of you guys go over to NiceHash, sure, you're making good money in one day. Next thing you know, you are involved in a Ravencoin attack or an Ergo attack or something. And then that coin gets delisted. Okay, thanks. That's one more coin out of there. Now we have to spread the hash rate across more coins because now that thing's worthless. So platforms like mining rig rentals, NiceHash, this is the potential that could happen to these other coins. So by switching to that, it maybe seem decent profitability, but you could destroy all these other coins in the process. So that's a thing to put in the back of your mind. One thing I like to do, and a lot of you CPU miners, yes, my CPUs are still turned off. It's killing me having them turned off. I think I'm going to turn them back on soon, but at the same time, I'm trying to do some other tests here. But Zerg pool, like, I don't know if you guys know about this. I think all pools should be doing something like Zerg pool. Honestly, this is one of probably the best pools you can possibly use. There's Z pool, and I know they're just small pools. They're nothing like Ethermine or whatever like this. But I think this is probably another go-to, and this is probably something I'm going to be using. Now, what do you mean by go-to? Now, what I mean is you can mine certain coins and get paid out in Bitcoin. And there's a lot of small coins here. Coins you never heard of. Coins no one is talking about. For example, Minotaur X. We all know that as Avian or AVN. Look at this. There is Maxicoin on there. There's Litecoin Cash. These coins are profitable. They're not worth anything really listed. It's like 0.00 something of a cent, but the hash rates are low and nobody talks about them and nothing's going on, making your profitability really high. So ignore Flux, ignore this, maybe mine a no-name coin, and it's going to make you more money. You don't need to even hold a wallet. You can get all this converted into Bitcoin. I'm just using this for example. There's a ton of coins on here that you can mine. For example, even for CPUs, there's a bunch of coins on Ghostwriter now. You can mine just the algorithm by itself, or just Minotaur X by itself. You don't have to mine the coin and set it up. You can set it up for the whole algorithm, mine that, and it'll just, pick between whatever's the most profitable at the time within that entire algorithm, and then it'll pay you out in Bitcoin. These are other options that are probably going to be a way better option than NiceHash, better than other ways to mine. And this is probably what I'm going to be doing. Like, forget Flux, forget this, forget everything else. I don't really care with them. I think this is what within, at least once Ethereum is gone and moving into the next bull run of 2025 until maybe something does pump, this may be, the next way to be mining crypto. Obviously, there's so much GPUs out there. It's going to kill everything here if everybody does that. But, most people aren't talking about those coins. So, all the talks about Flux or something, and that's where most people are going to go. And then they're going to realize, okay, GPUs, you're not profitable anymore. See you later. That's going to be happening. Veal has Random X also. Okay, there's Veal for Random X, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just using that for an example. There's a lot of ways that nobody knows about that you can mine. There's a ton of coins out there that nobody talks about that you can mine. It doesn't need to be a big name coin. Like, the next most profitable coin is probably something you've never even heard of yet. And you don't even have to hold it. You can convert that into Bitcoin or something for them holding. So, these are other ways to mine crypto and stay, potentially profitable. And I'm probably going to turn my CPUs back on because they were profitable. It hurts having them shut off. And yeah, but I also, like, when I was talking about that, I was talking about my power price and everything. I did the math on my last power bill the other day. And based on everything, I'm not using some as DJ Mine's obviously using more power than me. Chump Change, Red Panda Mining, like, they all use massive more power than me. I don't use very much compared to them. It's a fraction, but, this is my job right here. It's YouTube. It's that. I can't afford. I was using my crypto and stuff to pay for my power to use this. So I'm in the boat where I have everything running as the business. And as a business decision, I decided to turn my CPUs off. I'm also doing this as an experiment. So I as much as I want to turn them on right now because they are profitable, if I just start selling coins, I can easily pay the power. That's not an issue. The issue is I want to do a power test now. And the way my power works, I'm locked in at 6.5 cents. 6.5. That's very, very cheap power, guys. Like, you think of that, like, how? Like, that's almost profitable. When I did my numbers, a 5 times increase in hash rate and, GPUs dropping into the negatives, 5-6 cents power, 3 cents, 4 cents, you're still technically, you're going to be a little bit profitable because the power price is so low. But anyone at like 8 cents or higher, you're going to be in the negative. So you're going to have to shut down. But I'm at 6.5 cents. When I do my thing based on, what do I have? I have transmission charges, I have distribution charges, and then I got some other daily fee thing that's on there. And there's another one. So another 4 things. So I took my total kilowatt hours. I was using about 4,790 or something like that for the month. And I worked that out and times it and figured out how much I actually paid at the bill. That was about 15.7 cents total. I'm locked in at 6.5, but I'm paying 15.8. To the power company after everything. between the distribution, all those extra charges, and it's all based on how much you use. So potentially I want to shut these off. So that's another 11 to 1500 watts turned off based on my CPUs. I want to run it for a month and I want to see, because I'm using less power, if that's going to drop me down to potentially 12 or 13 cents. That means my GPUs, sure, they were as profitable before, but now they're going to be even more profitable because after that. And then once GPUs become unprofitable after Ethereum, I shut my GPUs off, I turn the CPUs on, and then obviously I'm paying a less power price because my GPU's off. I just cut it in half. I just switched them around. That's kind of my plan going into this operation, because I believe my CPUs are going to become more profitable than my GPUs once Ethereum is gone. I'm still working on picking up that other CPU mining farm. So, you know, I still have stuff coming in here. But regardless, this is what I'm doing right now as a test. And I'm going to be checking if that power price does drop based on the usage, because then it's just going to make my GPUs currently right now, while Ethereum is here, more profitable because it is dropping that power price down. And a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, based on the comments, they're getting mad at me and saying, oh, he probably just turned his rigs back on right after this video. It's just doing it for clickbait. No, my rigs are 100% shut off on my CPUs. They still are. And I really do want to turn them on, but I also want to do this experiment. And oh, Hive, why are you doing this to me all the time? All right. Hold on, guys. I just want to look in here. I just want to show you guys that they're even still off. What's my password? I don't remember my password, guys. Engage. There we go. All right. So there we go. Look at that. Bam. See? All off. Still been off for 3 days and 4 hours. So you can see I did not turn them on. I guess so that video is about 3 days old now. 4 days. Awesome. Looks like I have an issue right here. Another thing I want to do, I want to cut down every cost I can. So, you know, my test bench here, we got that shunt modded A2000. We got the A2000 here. And, you know, I got two 3060s. Now, I still want to finish these 3060s off and get some more hash rate tests. I want to test everything out before I do this, but I'm going to do this anyway, and then maybe just pull a 3060 off later and put it back on. But I'm going to consolidate. You can see I have 4 GPUs on my test bench. I move into OCTOMINER 2 here. This is an X8, so I still have 4 slots for 4 GPUs. So I'm going to take my test bench GPUs, throw them in this OCTOMINER. That'll drop off another rig. This is $3 a month right here. So then I'll only be paying $6 per month within HiveOS fees. So, you know, that's more ways to save. You know, you can also say, oh, why don't you just move to Windows? I hate Windows. Done. I'd rather pay this than pay Windows. You know, I could try RaveOS, and, you know, there's other operating systems. You know, maybe I'll try something else to see what it's like. But honestly, I love HiveOS. Yes, you got to pay $3 per rig. Actually, I'll only be paying for 1 rig, because technically you get 1 rig free when you're 4 or under. So then I'll only be paying $3 a month once I take this one offline. So, you know, another way to do this. But no matter what, I'm always going to be utilizing HiveOS. Some other news that came out, LHR Locker is no longer 100% LHR unlocked. Did you guys catch that? Yes, but that is on the new drivers. So NVIDIA released some new drivers. And with those new drivers, the unlocker no longer works. NiceHash dropped the blog about it, and I believe there's a few other blogs out there too. But yeah, NVIDIA fixed the LHR unlocker. So what does that mean? Obviously, the 3060 version 1s, everyone's been using the one release driver for a year or 2 years, however long it's been now since that thing's been out. So you only need that driver. So obviously, just don't upgrade your drivers. But this is going to turn in, obviously, we have the 4000 series coming out soon. So you're going to need new drivers. You get new GPUs, you're going to need new drivers. So you're going to have to start splitting up rigs, having a rig over here, a rig over there, you know, depending how you do it. So you're going to have to run separate rigs on separate drivers moving into the future here, because, yes, they locked up the new drivers from NVIDIA no longer have 100% LHR unlock on them. So you got to do that. I'm just pretty much summing up a whole bunch of videos that I could have been doing over the past couple of days while I was dealing with my phone stuff. But this is couple day old news. Most of you guys probably know about all this, but sorry, I'm not up to date. I don't know why they do this. Another thing, it's a PR thing from NVIDIA. They're always trying to promote gamers, right? They went through that lawsuit in 2018. They're losing shareholders today because of all this stuff, you know? I just think it's another PR stunt. They released this, but in all honesty, it doesn't do a single thing. They're making it look like they're trying to help the gamers out yet again, when really they aren't. Because you have 3 or 4, you have a bunch of drivers now, not just the 3060 that ran on that one secret leak dev driver to unlock it. now you have like 4 or 5 different driver versions where the 100% unlock does work. And now you just have the latest driver where you need, most of the time you don't even need to update to the latest driver unless you obviously had issues or something playing games. But there's a lot of drivers now that have the 100% LHR unlock. So you have room to play around with depending on your GPUs. But again, any brand new one, like if they start releasing LHR unlocker 4 or LHR 4s and stuff like that, and then obviously the 4000 series, which is set to drop in a month or 2 here, you're going to have the latest driver, which means 100% LHR, mixed rigs will not work, and you're going to have to split up all you split everything up. So it's more of a headache, but it's more of a PR on stunt. Anything NVIDIA does is coming from a PR standpoint. Honestly, in the background, they don't care. They don't care. They just want to make money and keep their shareholders happy. It's for tax purposes fun. What are you guys talking about? First gamers have to buy, later miners. Yeah, and it's funny. But GPU sales are obviously dropping all over the place. Everyone's reporting losses now. And why? Because crypto's down. It has nothing to do with gamers. Gamers were not standing in line looking for, well, maybe the odd 1 or 2 were. But the way media, like when they had that shortage there and everything, last year, even just a few months ago, it wasn't gamers standing in line. I stood in line. Everyone was a miner. There was maybe 1 or 2 gamers looking for a card, or it was a bunch of scalpers, because scalpers have no issues. I'm just going to flip it. GPUs are worth too much. But there weren't gamers. And everywhere you look on the blog posts and everything, it was promoted. Gamers need GPUs. Gamers need this. Gamers need that. I don't think half the gamers that they were mentioning in terms of their numbers were looking for these cards. It was all a PR stunt. So that's just me. Yes, all over the place. Price is down. 111 watching. We got 114, 41 likes. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, all that good fun stuff buttons. And I don't know if there's any other buttons. We got the Threadripper fund. We got all these other funds. Help support the channel in any way. Become a channel member. Super chats, whatever. Much appreciated, 100%. Mostly scalpers standing in line. Yeah, that's true. Calgary. Like, I don't know. And you guys out there from Alberta, I heard a lot, like, when you look on Kijiji or something at that time, 90% of all the GPUs listed on Kijiji were coming from Calgary. Like, so many of them. And I hear the lines of people are standing in lines for like a day and a half advance. And it's crazy. Calgary, just crazy scalpers out there. I usually stood in line at the Edmonton drops. And, there's quite a few miners out there, the odd scalper, or quite a few miners, a few scalpers, and then the odd gamers there. And everyone was just intermingling, talking, saving each other's spots. It was pretty cool, pretty sweet. But now everything just moved to online, and now I don't even know if they do anything anymore. I don't even think they do drops anymore. The blog post for NVIDIA is gone. Nothing's still in stock anywhere around here anyway, but that's no issue for me. I don't plan on picking up any GPUs. But Adam is saying, Mindville, guys, most profitable CPU coin. I tried it one day, and I keep hearing it's the most profitable, but it never was. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again. I plan on pulling one of them CPUs out here. I want to do an NHD 15 versus what's that cooler I got there? The Dark Rock Pro 4. I want to put those head to head. I have some fun things to do while my CPUs are offline still, but I really want to get them back online. But at the same time, I want to keep them offline for a full month so I can see how much that power price does drop. And then I can get an estimate on, if I get these amount of rigs, or I get this ASIC or that, how much extra does my price go up? Because like I said, based on the power I use, those distribution fees charge more per kilowatt hour, increasing my power anywhere from, 10 cents upwards to 20 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm also looking into potentially getting a 200 to 400 amp panel upgrade. I'm waiting for the power company to get back a hold of me. I'm also looking into these solar options through QB Energy and stuff in Alberta, who they do accept Bitcoin and stuff as well. So it's a crypto solar power company within Alberta here. We got a lot of crypto stuff happening in Alberta here. So that's kind of cool with the oil industry and everything. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But right now we are in that bear market, and obviously things are happening. Anyway, Rig 5, Rig 5 needs to do that. But yeah, I want to take 2 of my CPU rigs. I want to throw them side by side, maybe throw them both on their own individual watt meter, put eeach cooler on each one, and, let's crank them up. Let's turn that thing to 4.5 if it doesn't crash, 1.3 volts or 1.28 or something. And, I want to test some coolers. I got power supply testing I want to do because, when it comes down to it, after Ethereum, you're going to have to run. You're 100% going to want to run unless you have free power, which is solar or 2 or 3 cents like mining farms. But majority of the people are probably at 10 cents kilowatt hour or higher. There are the odd people, you know, they have 6 to 8 cents, you know, straight out. But most people are over 10 cents. And if you're at 8 cents or higher, you know, Ethereum mining with 5 times difficulty increase is unprofitable on GPUs. It's 0. And there's going to be at least 10% probably across the top 10 coins all at the same time in terms of hash rate coming in. So you're going to start wanting to run efficient as possible. And that's also, you know, you might want to swap out your GPUs. You're going to want to look for more efficient GPUs. You're going to want to look for more efficient power supplies. You're going to want to run those power supplies at their optimal efficiency levels, which is 50%. You know, you may have a 1200 watt power supply and you're running a bunch of cards on them, but you're running at 1000 watts. You're not in your peak efficiency range. It's 50%, guys. So if you got 1200 watts, you're going to need 2 of those to run at 2400 watts, and you're going to want to run at 600 watts per power supply. So these are some of the things you are going to want to do to reduce as much electrical costs as you possibly can. So yeah, crazy. $2,000 of solar panels can help offset like buying GPUs. That's very true too. Offset it, you can offset it with that. Remember solar power. We kind of did a live stream a few weeks back on solar. Most people won't really be able to get solar as much as it's being pumped and promoted. Like I know we're saying, you know, if you have solar power, you should get solar or offset with solar. The only option a lot of you guys may have is to do the offset option. But in my mind, this is how I look at that. Like I don't want, if I'm going to get solar, why do I want to make payments on the solar thing and I still have this power bill? In my mind, when I look at solar, it's either all or nothing. You're either only paying for your solar panels and stuff because I can justify paying X amount a month to solar and I'm not paying nothing to the power company, or you're still mixed in there 50-50 to try to bring that down, but you're still paying your solar fees, depending on how you do it. If you do it yourself, you know, whatever. But then if something goes wrong and you didn't get an electrician to do it or something, or a certified installer, you know, you're going to run into bigger issues long term than, you know, if you were just to get it done right the first time. So that's kind of my boat. And another thing is solar takes so much room, like seriously, a lot of room, a lot of residential miners, you know, you're in maybe townhouses or you're living in a city or a town. Some of you are in just small apartments running small ASIC miners, so it doesn't affect you as much because they're highly efficient, like the Mini Doge Pros, KD Box Pro, stuff like that. But as GPU miners, you know, you may be able to utilize your roof depending where you live and there, but you might not have much yard room. I have a decent sized yard, but I don't have nearly enough to the amount I want. Like you need a lot of room. So I really don't think solar is a viable option for a lot of people out there. So, you know, that's another thing. I don't know. Depending, like I said, depending where you live, everything's going to affect everybody else differently. What's not profitable to somebody may still be very profitable to someone else and just slightly profitable to someone else somewhere else. A lot of variables are coming into play here. What other ways to mine are there? Guys, there's so many other ways to mine as well. We got helium miners out there. I know a lot of people are saying helium miners. I still never even did my video on my helium miner. I've been meaning to get to it. Link is in the description if you are looking for helium miners though. But I think helium's going to potentially have another takeoff. I believe they're very young. They're very early. The blockchain has been having issues. We know this, but actually we don't know this. I never really paid attention to helium up until the past week because I finally got a helium miner. So now it's time to start looking into it. But I'm a lone wolf. I need to upgrade an antenna and all this other stuff, which I am looking into as well. But helium, they're doing fixes. A lot of the issues we're doing with SD cards and reboot issues. Now, every miner is technically a light miner. What's a light helium miner? You don't need to download that blockchain anymore. That's not an issue anymore. You pretty much plug it in, do a quick sync up, boom, you're up in helium mining. They're trying to increase rewards. There's a vote. I got an announcement yesterday morning. They're doing a vote to put more assets on the helium network. Well, what happens with more assets? That's more coins coming, more different ways to potentially earn. They're increasing that. So helium, they're doing stuff and they're transparent about it. A lot of people, you know, you're like, oh, helium's dying, it's doing this. They acknowledge it. Yes, we're having major issues on our network. They're telling you straight out. They know this is happening. It's not a secret. They're letting you know through their official site. And, you know, they're being transparent about it and they're trying to do these fixes. So I think that's good as a, you know, a user of the network, a miner on the network. And moving forward, I really think it's going to be, you know, it could turn into something really massive and big. I'm bullish on Helium right now, and I just got one. I used to ignore it. All on top of that, it only uses like 10 or 15 watts. No power. Biggest expense is your power as a miner. Helium doesn't use any power. Well, it does use power, but hardly anything. Another thing, DPR. Like, I did that thing on the Deeper Connect. Like, look at this. Let's look at the Deeper Connect network, guys. We also have this option here. This is a decentralized. What am I doing here? I did do the video on this operation, but this is a decentralized virtual private network. So I got, allegedly, it's enterprise security across your network. What it does is it masks your whole internet connection. No one can detect you, and then it makes you think you're everywhere else. You can point your, you know, your IP anywhere you want. But there's also mining. Check this out. I got a wallet here. Bam. Wallet balance. Bam. Look, I got 34 DPR. My little box there, I did set up. I did my little staking thing, and now I am mining DPR. I'm only getting 2.3 on a 6,000 stake or something. This video will be coming soon as well. This is another thing, though. It only uses 10 to 15 watts. What's 34 balance? You know, these numbers may not seem big right now, but it's internet. You're just utilizing your internet. It's always on. It's always doing its thing. So you can just ignore this for 2 years, come back to it and be like, oh, look what I got. So this is like in the process of a week or so here. So I'm just going to copy this. Let's just take a look at DPR price. Here's DPR price, Deeper Connect Network. It might not look like much right now. Remember, we're in a bear run. Everyone, it's kind of funny. You look at Raptorium. I look at, people are commenting on my older videos. Oh, Raptorium died. This died. The price is down. Oh my gosh. Have you not looked at the crypto market, guys? The price is down everywhere. This is normal. A coin doesn't die because it went down. A coin is dead when it's gone. These coins are still here. Raptorium is probably going to pump in the future, just saying. But look at this. Just for running my internet here for maybe an extra 5 watts, I made $1.37 USD at the current price of 3 cents. And this is at a low time right now. Look at their price earlier. Let's just go to the max here. Like, what do we got here? We have times when this was at 17 cents a coin, guys. 17 cents. We got 28 cents. You know, just using your internet, using no power whatsoever. This is another way to mine yourself some crypto. Like, you know, these are other ways to look at it. You got KD Box Pro, you know, Cardano crashed. It's down to like, what, $2 or something? It's still profitable. You're only using 55 cents a day. You know, GPUs, I think they're going to be really in the back seat once Ethereum is gone. There's so many other ways to mine now, ways that don't use power, ways that hardly use power, or just whatever. You know, we're always thinking, why do I want to Cardano miners? They're really expensive. Yeah, they're expensive, but they're still very profitable. Prices are starting to come down. I believe Coin Mining Central sent me an email the other day. Now, they also said they got to cancel my affiliate link for their promotion. So, but I'm still said, you know what? No problem. I'll still get it out there. But sometime next week, they gave me 3 tier codes depending on quantities, but you're going to be getting like up to $500 off or something. I don't know. But, you know, they're dropping their prices on their ASIC miners. They're kind of dropping down their affiliate packages, but then they're still giving like some discount codes instead. But, you know, that's happening. So next week, they're dropping prices on some miners. Miner drops are coming, you know, all sorts of crazy stuff. But I really think there's going to be a lot better ways to mine. And Cardano, it's a crazy network. I never really looked into it that much till I actually did. And wow, they're doing a lot of things. KDA looks like it's here to come. It doesn't look like it's ever going to change an algo. So, you know, we probably still need another year or two to figure out what Cardano is actually going to do at the next bull run. Like, we needed to go through the next bull run to see how it's actually going to move forward into the future. But right now, I'm almost thinking KDA in terms of, you know, a miner being able to mine it and stay online is like Bitcoin. As you know, right now, Bitcoin, you get a miner, you need an ASIC miner, but you don't have to worry about the algorithm switching. We got Ethereum right now. What are the Ethereum ASICs going to do? Well, nothing really. They're going to die. The A10 Pros and stuff, there's no firmware updates for them. They can't mine anything else. Well, they can mine other coins, but they can't move the ETC and stuff. I assume they're going to be working on firmware for them. But again, it still doesn't sound like they have that out yet or even in the works. So I don't know. But we do have the Jazz miners. You know, there's some mini ETC miners coming out for Ethereum Classic. But when it comes to like a safe ASIC, obviously you look at Bitcoin. You got the Bitcoin ASICs. Bitcoin's going to stay, you know, SHA-256 forever. And then you just buy an ASIC. You know, you can run it on Bitcoin until it's gone, dead. It's never going to switch its algo or anything. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. That's what it's going to do. So that's like essentially your safest ASIC to buy. But at the same time, because the hash rate is so much and the chips and everything used for that algorithm, it's expensive. It's expensive to run a Bitcoin miner. They use a lot of power, like their latest ones. Let's take a look at this thing. Like seriously, ASIC miner value. ASIC miner. Like look at the power. Bitcoin ASICs use so much power. But now coming into this thinking, I'm really thinking Cadena, unless the coin dies and you know something happens like say Luna on Cadena or something, this is going to be a safe miner. And I have no issues. I'm really thinking about just buying Cadena miners. Seriously. Like, because it's one of the most profitable, like right now is the X4 on Jazz Miner, obviously, because it's so efficient on Ethereum. But once Ethereum's gone, you know, this number here is going to be gone. Cadena, KDAs are the most profitable miners that you can possibly mine with at this point. So that's going to be gone. Look at the, let's just take a look at the, you know, most profitable, which is also the most efficient. So look at this, the S19 Pro, 198 terahash, $9 a day at the current price. Obviously, we're going to be going up in the future, but that's 5,445 watts. That's a lot of power to have a safe ASIC in my mind. So what if you took, you know, a KD, they're also actually a little bit cheaper than, you know, KD miners, but let's just take this. Look at this, $16.50 for under half the price. You're making more for less power. If you really want Bitcoin, mine with a KD5, swap your $16.50 a day into Bitcoin, and you are mining Bitcoin more efficiently and making more than this S19 Pro. Do that if that's what you want to do. Then you know you're still kind of safe. Your KDA is going into Bitcoin. It's not going to crash Cadena or something. You're good to go. I think KDA is going to be strong moving in the future. And I think I might just move my farm. I might get rid of my GPUs. I'm going to keep one of each to test and get rid of everything else and slowly work towards, you know, maybe Cadena miners or something, because that could be a way to roll with. I really think that's a safe investment. And once they're paid off, it's all nothing but profit. And the ROI values of anything, GPUs are going to be zero. You're not going to ROI them if you're not making anything. And once you do start making stuff, you know, what if it's only 10 cents, 5 cents a day after power? That's insane. So that's an ROI of 10 years on an MSRP GPU. So yeah, things are looking crazy. So a 3 to 5 year ROI as a business standpoint, it's a good standpoint to be in. 3 to 5 ROI, nice. You hit that 3 to 5 year ROI mark. No, these are people coming into here to mine as a business though. Like if you're not thinking like that, then you're probably just a hobby miner, or you just want to mine because the prices are good. You want a quick turnout. Well, that's not how crypto is going to work anymore. Things are changing. It's not going to be, you can still mine for a hobby. Yes, obviously, but it's not going to be like, I'm going to be paying off my rig, my GPU in 3 months. I'm going to be paying this off in 6 months. Not happening anymore. Those days are gone. So if you cannot handle the fact that it's going to take at least 3 to 5 years to pay something off, you should probably just quit mining. Honestly, if that's your whole mentality and game on this, that's not the thing. 3 to 5 years in my eyes are 100% legit. Way to go. I think that's a nice return. That's better than most companies. And you think about it, expenses. I was talking to my mother-in-law the other day. She owns the curling rink down here. She has 3-phase, like 600 amps running through that thing. It's crazy. But just talking about initial investments of most businesses, you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to get into a decent business. And plus you're not getting your returns back for 5, 6, 10 years. That's how a lot of businesses roll. Now you're talking about crypto miners and people are cheaping out because it's a 1 year ROI or it's over 6 months. Like in the bull run, people are saying over 4 months is too much. It's not worth it. Guys, like 3 to 5 months is extremely fast in most business aspects. So crypto is still good. You just got to, you know, get your head out of the clouds and realize what's actually happening here. So I don't know if that, you know, makes any sense to you guys. I don't know if you guys agree with anything I just said. Just let me know. Do you guys agree with any of that? This is just the way I'm looking at everything, and I'm expecting the worst. And if anything gets better, then, you know, that's a bonus. But if you're expecting the best, you know, Flux is going to take off. It's going to take all our GPUs to the moon. Awesome. And then all of a sudden it becomes unprofitable. Obviously, that's a huge letdown to you. Don't think like that. Don't let other people make you think that way either. Think that everything's going to become unprofitable, because I really think it is. I have my mind set at that. I have no issues shutting my GPUs off. And when I do, I'm going to be turning my CPUs right back on if they're not already back on by that time. And I really think my CPUs, at least until 2025, will probably be more profitable than my GPUs. But, you know, it all depends. You may have to go to coins that I looked at earlier on Zerkpool, as no-name coins that you'd never heard about with no hash rate on them is probably going to be more profitable than the big name coins like Ergo. Who's going to go to Ergo? That's all the options you ever hear. Ergo, you know, Flux, Ravencoin. You know, what about Mazecoin? What the heck is Mazecoin? I'm not telling you anymore, but all I know is it's making a lot more than what Flux is making you. You know, that's what it's going to be like. Maybe these other coins are going to get you through to the next bull run or something. So very interesting aspect on that. Anyway, not in the US. I've almost ROI'd my house in 2 years. Nice. Awesome. Almost ROI'd the house. BTC dominance can take away money in an alt trade. Better to mine BTC direct when BTC dominance is high. That's very true, but it also depends how you're doing it. So I know there's the Bitcoin dominance, and then there's the, you know, you got the Ethereum. Ethereum's kind of dropping out of the dominance again. Bitcoin's picking back up again. But if you look at it at a current value, so let's say, well, obviously Raptorium went down, but let's say Raptorium just came out right now. It was profitable as it was then. I was making $20 a day on my CPUs mining Raptorium. If I'm converting that to Bitcoin, I'm still making $20 a day in Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin price is so high, I'm still getting that $20 Bitcoin. So the dominance doesn't really matter. We're still in the bear run. It's still doing that. I'm swapping it into that. But the altcoins do have potential to go times 10, times 100, times 1,000 in there. So that also makes you in the bear runs here. What are you going to do? You're going to hold your Ethereum, you're going to hold your Bitcoin, or you're going to gamble a bit more, maybe throw it into some Dogecoin or something, you know, hope for Elon Musk to pump that. You're going to put it into SHIB. You know, maybe we got some ADA rock in here. They're going to be coming in, Solana. You're going to go in these smaller market ones and hope for a bigger jump, or you're going to hold it in your Bitcoin, which is your safer. Remember, you got your safe bets and then your more risky bets. And with the more risky bets, the potential chance that you could gain more, but you also have the chance that you might not gain anything or potentially lose. So there's a lot of different ways to look at different things. Again, not financial advice in any way. Fully electric. I also feel mining Flux will not be profitable. However, nodes profitable will not be affected as long as no more nodes come online. Yeah, as long as no more nodes come online. And everywhere you look, I'm getting more nodes. I'm getting more nodes. I'm getting more nodes. Remember, guys, Flux nodes and everything, they're very early still. By the time everything's said and done and more people are getting into it, an aspect of it, nodes probably aren't even like, I don't know, what's a node making these days? Have they gone down with the price and everything? I have my 1,000 Flux. I finally got my 1,000 Flux. I just haven't put the node together. I've been looking at it, and then you got to pay for your VPS because my internet doesn't really support it. I don't think. I still might try it to find out, but you still got to pay for that VPS. So I know, you know, a few months back it was like 52, 53, but as more nodes go online, that price comes down. And then as the price comes down on top of it as well, then you got to pay that. So am I making $5 a day on a node paying for a VPS at the current point? I have no idea, but it's 15 Flux per month. A Cumulus is 15 Flux per month. All right, let's have a look. Let's look at Flux price. Cumulus, which is your 1,000. Let's see, 15 Flux per month. As long as you have all uptime, I'm assuming. Where's CoinGecko? CoinGecko, where are you? Come on. There you are. Come to me, buddy. Come on. All right, we got Mr. CoinGecko here. Find my right buttons. So 15 Flux a month. Is that for, that's not real. Is it really? It's got to be more than that because that's $9.73. Will that even pay for a VPS at this point? It didn't drop that much, did it? I don't even know. 64 cents. That's down quite a bit. Is it really? Home nodes, not VPS. Yeah, for home node stuff, but yeah, I know Flux price is down. I understand that. I'm saying this point in time, it's not even worth me making a note of it. It's only $9.73. That is USD. So Canadians, you know, we'd be getting a little more, but $12.38 for Canadians out there like myself. But is that all you're getting out of that? Why no one believe in Furo? I don't know. I don't know the whole deal with Furo. You know, there's more nodes going online. Furo is really hoping to get a lot of hash rate away from Ethereum. Well, once Ethereum's gone, to soak up some of that. But remember, Bits be tripping. He put that at a very good point earlier. Like, you got your miners that are dedicated stuff. So you got your Flux guys, you got your Ravencoin guys, you got, you know, your Furo guys, or the devs on them mining their own coin, obviously, to keep the security. But the majority of the miners, really, it comes down to profitability. How much is this coin paying the miners to maintain the security on the network and process some transactions? That's what it comes down to. And that comes down to the price, and it also comes down to the difficulty. Well, no coin has a fraction of that, of what Ethereum currently has. Ethereum has no issues with an attack. Attack's not going to happen. Bitcoin's not going to get attacked, not going to happen. But every other coin out there can easily get attacked once Ethereum is gone. So, and then the difficulty increases, and, you know, things are going to look really bad. Like, I don't know how else to put it. We see so many videos on how it's not going to be that bad, and you're just still buying GPUs and you're still doing this, but I don't know how this is even coming to light when you look at the actual numbers, guys. It's looking horrible. Horrible. That's not profitable at first. And the only variable that maybe everyone else seems to know how to calculate that I don't know how is how fast people drop off the network. Because the way it seems right now, everyone's still buying GPUs and no one's going to be stopping. So what is that? How do you calculate that? Everyone says they're not going to stop GPU mining, but, you know, the numbers don't add up. You're going to have to stop unless you like throwing money in the garbage can. That's a totally, you know, maybe you do, then you can keep mining. But if you're making, you know, if you're negative, what does it mean when you're in the negative? So you're making, you have a 3080 rig, you have 12 of them, you're making negative $3 a day. That means you are burning more power than the coins you're getting to pay your power bill. You're better off to shut those GPUs off. And if you really believe in that coin and the project of a future pump, which is the whole excuse under all this, I'm mining it, the yields are up, and I'm just going to get a big pump in the future. This still falls into play at that. Shut your rigs off, buy the coin for the same amount of price that you would have paid for your power. You would get more coins. You would get more coins than you would for mining that, for buying it with power, for that future pump. So saying that it's going to pump and the yields are up makes no sense. You're better off shutting off. It's 0 cents to do that. It's a bad business idea. But again, who knows? That's just me. Fully electric. What do we got? It's like 15 plus 8 flux tokens. So what's that mean? What's a plus 8 flux tokens? I don't understand, but it's still, it doesn't look like very much. So I might have to hold on my node. I might not put it up yet. That doesn't seem like it's worth it for me. For Cumulus, yeah, because I'd have to look for a VPS. What's a VPS that supports all that worth? Is it? It's probably higher than $2. Like, you only need a $2 one to run like Bitorium and Raptorium nodes. But Flux, it's a bigger deal. You need more processing power. You need more bandwidth. You need a whole bunch of other stuff involved. So I'm assuming it's like what, an $8 to $10 a month type of operation, and you're only making $9 a month. I don't know. I see Flux as a bad investment in my eyes at this point in time anyway. Hopefully it explodes, because we really do legitimately need something. But right now, I don't think it's Flux. I don't think it's Ergo. I don't think it's anything. Nothing can handle the hash rate coming in. So what miner stat do exactly? What are we talking about? Parallel assets. Yeah, I get the, I got to look up the whole parallel asset thing too, because I really got to look into Flux, because I think it's, I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just the hope of everybody, but everyone's pumping it like crazy. And it's just coming down to the point where, you know, miners are going to bring value to a coin by pumping it all the time. Is that what's going on here? Because I really have a feeling it's being over talked about, and it might not, it might not do what we're all hoping it to do, is what I'm kind of getting at here. So I don't know if that's what's going to happen here, but I think it's more of a hope aspect over what it could potentially do. Because over the past couple of weeks, Flux has been dropping the fastest out of all the coins I actually been holding. So in theory, you think that's doing the worst when it's supposed to be the most pumped coming up. So I don't know. Guys. But I definitely got to look into it. Like I said, I don't know really much about Flux and what's going on with it, but it's time to start doing more research. It's time to start looking into other alternatives, because Ethereum's going to be gone. And after that, things are definitely changing. So we got a lot of hope, but we don't got a lot of action happening with the other coins. So, you know, take it any way you want, but that's just the way things are looking. Another thing was when's the next migration? Anyone know? Yes, I do expect Luna had something affecting that for sure as well. I do believe Flux price dropped pretty hard after the Luna thing. I don't understand the whole Luna thing either. I know they're doing a hard fork now. They're doing a Luna 2, and I don't know if they're going to call the old one a Luna Classic or what they're going on, but they're forking it. But seriously, think about it, guys. You think anyone's going to go into it? Is it the original dev doing the Luna 2? I know when this first whole thing happened, there's news articles that the wife of the guy who created Luna ran away and was looking for protection or witness protection or something. Like, she was scared for her life that people are going to be obviously going insane. A lot of people lost a lot of money with that. And now they're coming out with a fork. So do you expect that fork to do good and you throw in money? Or do you like, okay, this just came off a sketchy chain and now everything doing, you know, we had a lot of money, we lost billions. Now what? Is it going to do anything? I don't know. I think Luna 2, they probably should have just killed the whole project. I have no idea. That's just me, but I'm not sure. UST and Luna is dead. Yeah, it is. But what's the 2.0 that they plan on doing a fork here or something now? Like, it's still coming from the same devs and everything, isn't it? Ergo is this weekend. So yeah, the hash rate migration, Ergo, I guess it's happening now. I'm currently still on Flexpool. I'm just trying to get as much as I possibly can. One thing I did notice, I know, where is it? I'm gonna swap that out, get rid of the dev call. We don't care about you guys. What is this? 13.6 second average. It's not too bad. It's not 13.6 average block times. Oh, what was I gonna look for here? Anyway, regardless, I don't know if it's just me. Oh yeah, I want to look at the blocks. So we've been having average blocks, and I know a lot of people are talking about, like, you know, the block times are up and everything's up, and that's true. We have had the odd 2.6 block. Here's a 2.2. But has anyone noticed, are you guys making more Ethereum than you have been? Like, look at this. Weekly, monthly. I'm at 0.44 monthly. I was at 0.39, 0.40 for like months before the last month or two. For the last, seems like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I've been getting more yields than I have been previously. Even though the difficulty is high, we're talking about the bomb and the block rewards getting slower. You know, I'm making more. Weird. So we're not really seeing the effect of all this right now. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just lucky. Maybe Ethermine. You know, what pool are you using? I'm noticing on Flexpool, I've been making more this month than I have been making the previous couple months. So very interesting. But yeah, I'm getting more Ethereum while everyone seems to be talking about how bad everything is going on and the difficulty bomb and increased block rewards and our profits are dropping. Yes, our profits will drop as less blocks are found, you know, through the time increase through the difficulty bomb. But the way it sits, we're making more Ethereum right now than we have for a very long time. But that's just me. Anyway, just got back from Best Buy with another Founders 3060 Ti. Let's go. There you go. Look at John Doherty. He's out there getting GPUs. He's out there purchasing GPUs. Good thing he didn't see the first half of this stream. I'm just kidding. Congrats to you, though. Looney Tunes is the new Luna. Yeah, for sure. 100%. That's crazy. 100%. Do you have any questions, guys? We got William Sullivan here. People wish for ETH to fail. Luna was nothing compared to the damage that would cause. I think people forget how many critical projects run on ETH, including top stablecoin, 6%, 5% DeFi, NFTs. Oh yeah, no. Lot of Ethereum is literally everything is on it. Stablecoins, DeFi, DEXs, like everything is running off of Ethereum. You look at stuff, ERC20 tokens, ERC20, ERC20, ERC20. Ethereum is massive when it comes to everybody building on it. And no other coin has this right now, currently, especially a GPU mineable coin. You know, Raven coin might be adding assets or, you know, some NFTs. Big deal. That is a fraction of what Ethereum has going for it right now. So there's a lot of stuff on Ethereum. And if they push the merge the way it does sound like they're trying to do, like it almost sounds like they don't care about anything else. They don't care about the NFTs. They don't care about the DeFi, which is pretty much what brought all this value to Ethereum as a whole, because that's when everything started really exploding, was when DeFi and everything came out. And now we got the NFT craze and everything, but that's when Ethereum really started to pick up. Yes, Bitcoin went up and then it just brings the market with it. But without those, Ethereum might not be where it's actually at right now at this point. Maybe something could be higher now. I don't know. But say they do that POS merge and they and it does break stuff. And what if DeFi says, you know what, I'm not building off Ethereum anymore. You guys are retarded. I'm going to Solano. I'm going to Cardano. I'm going to Bryce, whatever that other coin is. You know, what if they're going to these other platforms as their main platform now and do it? Like Monero is going to be getting DeFi implemented. So Ethereum started this whole aspect. Ethereum started everything originated there, you know, DeFi, everything we just talked about. But that's starting to become the new normal. Other chains are utilizing this, cross chains, bridging, DeFi, DAXs, all of it. It's all happening within other things. Raptorium has a wrapped Polygon network now. They have multi-chain stuff going on. They're adding NFTs. They're adding asset creations. They're doing this as well. So like all these coins are starting to adapt this. And this is where I like to bring in the internet aspect, which I talk about in kind of my live streams. If you don't understand what I mean here is, you know, originally we had the internet, you know, we had dial up, whatever. Then we moved into DSL and everything got faster. But you have to, when you wanted to search the internet, you'd have to go to like yahoo.com and it would search like this certain section of the internet. Then you have to go to like Alta Vista. It was more of a wider search range. If you couldn't find anything on Yahoo, you go to Alta Vista and you might find what you're looking for there. You have to go, everything was in like it's certain categories based on what you use. Then Google came around and it linked it all together. And it became, you know, the one search engine to find them all, kind of like Lord of the Rings, you know, the one to search it all. You know, that's what they did. Well, that's where I look at Ethereum. Ethereum started with DeFi. Ethereum is early internet, early internet. And, you know, everyone started on this, building on it. It doesn't mean that Cardano or something else could just, they run better. They're built for this whole POS thing. Ethereum's rated as one of the worst top 10 POS systems to even begin with that they haven't even hit yet. And it's already rated one of the worst infrastructures in terms of a POS platform. So that just goes bad right at the get-go. But then we got these other platforms that are built for this. So what if they start building the DeFi and they're like, oh, wow, look at this. That was fast. That didn't even cost anything to do. That's what Bryce is doing currently right now is free transactions, free doing this, like 100,000 or something transactions per second. Like it's supposed to be one of the fastest lanes. The price is super low, but it's been picking up steam just from rumors I've been hearing. I don't really know anything about it. I'm just saying as there's another platform, what if everyone starts flocking to that because of the ease to use, because it's faster, because it's cheaper. Ethereum could be wiped under the floor and something could take over, just like early internet browsers to Google. Ethereum could be the early Yahoo browser versus, you know, a Google could be coming into play here. That's kind of the aspect I'm looking here. So if they mess anything up in this transition whatsoever, which it sounds like they're probably going to mess up a lot of stuff at the way they're trying to push this out no matter what. But if they do mess up something there on the user standpoint, something out, people are going to go somewhere else. They're not going to have faith in that anymore. All the devs care about is themselves, except for that one guy, because they hold the majority of the obviously they want POS because they're going to be holding the most of it. And they can simply just, you know, what if something happens? What if something attacks? They can simply just reorg. That's centralization at its finest. The S-Devs pretty much said, Vitalik said so in that tweet a couple weeks ago, we can just reverse it. We can do whatever we want. We hold all the Ethereum. And people are flocking to this thinking it's the next saving grace. No, this is horrible. Why? We're trying to get away from centralization for so long. Crypto was that. And now it seems like you want to move right back to being centralized. It makes zero sense. But that's just me. Anyway, what do we got going on in the live chat I went on? This was just a stream of craziness, huh? What is going on about everything? Oh, snap. I didn't know that, Rabid. Matic is cheap right now. Yeah. Yeah, Raptorium. They got their Wrapped. You know, let's look it up right now. I don't know the full details on it, but let's look. Wrapped RTM. Like, WRTM, Wrapped Price Chart, hard this, blah, blah. Wrapped RTM. It might be a thing right now already. I don't even know. But yeah, Raptorium is doing wrap stuff. There's multi-chaining things. They're adding in this. And so people thinking right now, you know, Raptorium's dead. Guys, the market is dead. We're in a bear market, guys. We're going down. 2025, we're going to the moon. Just keep that in mind. So Raptorium's going to go through the moon. CPUs are going to be OG again. And there were times in the past bull run where a single 3900X was making more than a 3090. It was making like $14 or $15 a day. A single 3900X, $14 or $15 a day. That was insane. If Raptorium takes off, you know, we could see those numbers again. So it's crazy. It's crazy. The only issue is there's no GPU coin now that could take off to the height. It's going to take a couple cycles. The next cycle, I don't even know if we're going to see a GPU coin come close to half the profitability, even a quarter of the profitability that we've currently seen on Ethereum. Things are changing, guys. Things are changing. Bitcoin has, Sam Fisher here is saying Bitcoin has not been getting past 30K for a month and has been around 28K for 2 weeks. Do you think that crypto market reaches peak fear, or do you think there's more to come? I think there's more to come. I think the bottom is probably going to be around the 10 to 20K. I think Bitcoin will drop down the bottom of 10 to 20K is probably where we'll finally hit bottom in a couple months from now. I really think that's going to happen. What does that mean? That means that obviously the other coins are going to drop bottom too as well. The other coins are going to drop even farther. So I don't think we're at the bottom yet. It's still coming. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a trader. I don't want anyone to go out there. But Rabid said this, and I don't do any trading videos. I don't do any of this type of things, but I don't know if I really want to. But I'm just basing everything on history. And the way it looks, we have about an 84% drop from the all-time high to the all-time low moving into the next bear market. It's about 84%. It happened in 2017, and that's what we're calculating. I am calculating, not we. This is what I am calculating. I'm still seeing. I see what I saw a Google post the other day. Oh, Bitcoin's about to explode, and this is about to do that. No, it's not. I don't care what those analysis guys are saying. Honestly, I think they just do that for whatever. I think we're going to hit a bottom of 10 to 20K. That's where we're going to hit, somewhere in that range. And then from there, we'll slowly start to see the sideways and then an uphill climb to about 2025. And then we'll see an explosion. That's just me. Rabid is an honest guy because has my respect. Yeah. I don't care what other people think. I don't care what goes on. I just try to give you my 100% honest opinions on things. And this is just the way I see the market. I ignore stuff that's going on in the world. You look at history, and this is just the way it plays out. You can use, today's news and stuff to kind of dictate, oh, it's going to go down today, or it might go up a bit tomorrow to do little in-between trades. But long term, this crash was coming. Before this crash even came, I said, you guys, we're going to be crashing soon. It's going to fall off. And everyone else, oh, this is different. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Bitcoin to 500,000, everyone's saying that. And guys, crash is going to happen. What happens? We crashed at the time when we normally always crash. This is normal. This is a normal cycle that we're just going through. The cycles are getting longer each time, but this always happens. And we're going to see the bull run again. The next bull run is going to be even bigger than the previous one, but we're not going to see that till 2025. So from now till 2025 things are going to get a lot worse before it gets better. At the time frame, also, the best time to pick up mining gear is probably going to be towards the end of 2024. Why do I say that? Because right now, prices are still high. They're slowly coming down. It's still taking people to realize that nobody wants anything. Well, you still got a bunch of people out there buying stuff, but it's going to get to a time where things are going to get worse. Ethereum will be gone. Then there'll really be a discount on things, but then you got to give it 6 months to a year in the low end market before people start, okay, this is stupid. This is pointless. We're not doing this anymore. And then prices really go cheap. So what you're looking at right now is decent prices or scalper prices to what you can expect later on, just before that next bull run. Things are going to be so much cheaper. If you go out and buy 2-3 gigahash right now because the price looks good, I guarantee you, I will never guarantee anything, but I can pretty much 90% tell you that if you wait till 2024, middle to the end of 2024, and you go to pick up that 2 to 3 gigahash, you could probably get 6 to 7 gigahash for the same price you would have got that 2 to 3 gigahash in today's decent prices. So that's, some of the things that are coming. So keep that in mind as well. Anyway, what's going on, guys? I've been ranting for a while. Let's talk. Let's just talk about stuff. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Waiting for $100 L3 pluses. Hey, you know what? Those are going to be coming. $50 L3 pluses at 2018, 2019, I believe they dropped down to. So that'd be crazy. I was at Memory Express, full shelves, wall to wall with GPUs. I know, MSRP, you're not going to want to buy at MSRP. It's just that you're used to everything being so high before that you're just like, oh, everything's so cheap now, I got to buy it. Well, I'm just cheap no matter what. I can't afford anything, even at MSRP at this point in time. But I'm just saying, things are going to get a lot cheaper than they are. Don't sucker into the low values right now. There's going to be a lot more stuff for sale, and there's going to be a lot cheaper stuff for sale moving in. You can just run one L3 hash board. Oh yeah, that's right. You can run single hash boards and stuff too. Maybe turn into like a mini miner. AVN is up 228%. How low volume though? What's the future of it? I have no idea. I never really mind AVN too much. That's Litecoin Lite or Ravencoin Lite. If you're unfamiliar and you're just new and you're just hearing about AVN, that was previously Ravencoin Lite, which in theory is pretty much just Ravencoin. Because what happened there? Ravencoin forked Bitcoin. Ravencoin Lite came out. It removed asset creation. Then Ravencoin Lite forked from, or what was it? No, Ravencoin Classic removed asset creation. Then Ravencoin Lite forked Ravencoin Classic and just added the asset creation back in. So now we got Ravencoin Lite, which is essentially just Ravencoin again, because they just added Ravencoin stuff back in, and then they rebranded to AVN. So what's the future? I have no idea. I never really minded that much. I never felt confident in it myself personally. But if it gets profitable, of course I'll mine it and I'll just dump it. Like, I don't know. I don't know about the holdings of those, but if you want daily profits, some of them low difficulty, low volume type of coins can get you decent profits daily, but I don't know about long terming. Let's just say I'm glad I sold my Ravencoin Lite. There you go, little time mining. There's one way to put it. He's glad he sold it all. 3090 Strix, 2500. Oh, don't tell Yashnik that. Yashnik's been wanting a 3090 Strix forever. As we know, the 4000 series is set to drop. I don't know what to do yet. I really expect the 4000 series to be burning a lot of power, but I might try to put some money away. There's two things I want to get this year. One is maybe a 4080. I'll try to get my hands on a 4080, and two, probably a 79, obviously a 7900 CPU or a 7950X CPU. I believe the 7950Xs might be 24 core and they're going to be very expensive. So I might have to keep it down to the 79. We'll see. I believe they might make the 79 the 16 core this time. I don't know what's really going on. Still kind of early. But those will be going into my gaming PC. Ethereum may be gone around this point in time or very close to it. Obviously, we're going to be picking up the gaming channel at that point in time. We're still going to obviously do videos here all the time, but we'll be playing a lot more games on the gaming channel, doing some hardware stuff on the gaming channel. So definitely jumping that thing up. We did hit over 1,000 subscribers over there, so we need a bunch of watch hours. So if you're not subscribed to my gaming channel, head on over there. Link is in the description. It's Rabid Gaming, and we're going to be playing a lot more games on that very, very soon here and things like that. So it's kind of a backup channel we're going to be using while we go through this whole winter thing, but it's fun stuff going on there. So be sure to check out Rabid Gaming and watch some videos, guys, because I need more watch hours. I can't monetize it yet. It needs watch hours. There's my own little shill for Rabid Gaming. I gotta get on more ARC on that though. We gotta get more ARC going there because I didn't log in for a while and half my base is decayed. Ceilings are gone, some of the walls are gone, so I gotta start building up that base again. So we're gonna be doing some streams here. I might even go on, might play some games today. A lot of you guys out there, I don't know if DJ Mind is still here. They play PUBG and stuff, and Max Voltage, Hobbyist, Red Panda, they all play PUBG. I did download PUBG. I've never played it before, so maybe today will be my debut into PUBG. Might go live on that today on the gaming channel. We'll see. I plan on doing more on the gaming channel, guys, so we got to start doing it. You can do mine on an A2000. Oh, nice. Yeah, actually, yeah, no. Oh, that is a very interesting point that you just brought that up. Okay, let's go back into this. I was going to wrap it up, but now this is very interesting. One, I want to ask your guys' opinions on how do you set up your dual mining? I set up a lithium. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. Okay. This is cool. My A2000, the shunt modded one, is like an lithium beast in dual mining. And my other ones didn't. But they're also not getting set right. How do you set your intensity? If you set intensity now, it picks your LHR. It does an LHR intensity. So there's another command you got to use. But where is it? Where's my dual mining lithium now? Right here. Dual mining T-Rex. Yeah, let's do it. This is so cool. Actually, it's not cool. But I haven't really dual mined any Ethereum. I just got this together. So user one, yeah, that. Go to miner. So it's gonna do its thing. Yeah, it does its thing here. Let's go into here. But this is what I want to know. What's the command to change? Okay, we're going through the intensity thing. You guys can't see anything right now. There you go. Okay, watch this. All right, thank you guys for those of you that are subbing to the gaming channel. Much appreciated, 100%. When's it gonna pick what it's gonna do? Oh, it takes about a minute here. But so if those of you guys are just tuning in right now, we're dual mining Ethereum plus Lithium, and on this rig consists of two 3060s and two A2000s. The bottom GPU 3 is shunt modded A2000. But I was just playing around with this one day, something to do, and I turned it on and I figured I saw some interesting right here. Dual ratio. How do you change this? Look at using dual ratio 10, 10, and then all of a sudden only a 3 and a 1. On GPU 2 and 3, it's only a 3 and a 1. Now, how do I change the dual ratio on this? Because I want them all at 10 or something. Because look at the hash rates we start pulling out of here. Boom. No, not yet. Let it go. Engage. Let it do its thing. Let it do it. Oh, what's going on with my screen? Refresh. Oh, I picked a different one this time. I swear my 3060s were at like 1 gigahash. 3060s were doing 1 gigahash on here. And look at this. The A2000, this one's doing 145 megahash. My non-shunt mod is at 41. But they're all at different intensity settings. So how do I change this? What's the command, guys? I need you guys' help on the command here. I went through all the diagrams. I went through the README, and it doesn't say. Let's just go into here and see what it's telling us. And I'm using an extra, because I was, okay, 416, we're at 481 right now. How much extra power am I utilizing? Open Sesame. Okay, where's my calculator? So we're at 482, subtract 416. So I'm using an extra 66 watts. Right now, it's an extra 66 watts for a total of, let's just refresh this again. Why is it doing that? So you can see here, 146.6 megahash here, 41, 469, and 466. These are set at 10 dual mining mode, and then this one was at like 1, and this one's at 3. But for a quick estimation here, so we're where's our lithium here? It's not even telling me. Come on, tell me. Oh, right here. So we're at 1.121 gigahash currently between these 4 GPUs. 1.121. So let's kind of look at some profitability here. So a lithium profitability. A lithium profitability, Blake. I guess we'll use miner stat. Low 24-hour volume, yada, yada, yada. Hardware. I don't want any of that. Can I just put it in? Pool fee. Electrical. GPUs. Oh, it's not telling me. Mining calculator. Maybe this is it. Hash rate. So I'll just go 1.1 here. And I'm just going to calculate. So it's saying extra 36 cents. So 1.1 gigahash would be about 36 cents a day. For, what did I just say? 30. I'm using this extra 66 watts. So let's go to the calculator. So we're using 66 watts. We're going to times that by 24 for our 24 hours. We're going to divide that by 1,000 to get our kilowatt hours. Then we're going to, my power price. So like I said, I'm at 0.6157 now with all the fees added on. So that's 24 cents a day after power. So it is, if this is legit here, we're making 36 cents a day extra with what I have my settings at right now. We are making a little bit, mining lithium. But there should be a way to crank this up more. What are your actual settings? Does anyone put it? Intensity 10, 10, 10, 10 if T-Rex for the miner. Intensity 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, yeah, it is T-Rex. So let's just edit this. Set up miner config. Oh, wait a minute. Intensity sets. All right, so let's do that. I think I tried this. I swear I tried this and it set the LHR, but we'll see. 10, 10, 10, 10. I'm pretty sure this just set the LHR for me instead. We're going to see. We're going to see what it does now. Refresh. Engage. Do your thing. Second coin intensity. Oh. Uh-oh. Did I mess something up? Second coin intensity. It only had the one option, didn't it? Second half. Oh, second coin. Oh, whoa. Yeah, that's right. It's going to LHR mode. Okay, we got to fix that. Get rid of that. Boom. Second coin intensity. That might be the issue. Set. All right, let's try that. Let's try this. Blah, 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 blah. 10. So maybe this is all it was. I'll just put it in the wrong spot, you know. I mess stuff up too, guys. Update. Let's try this again. Because I'm pretty sure the last one. There you see. Uh-oh, I'm getting error issues. Oh no, it's blowing up now. Dag. I'm getting dag issues. Darn it, on GPU 1. That's the other issue. When I started setting stuff, I forgot about that. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it blows up. Let's at least see if we're getting better. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, here it goes. Yeah, look. No, wait. Why is it saying 22? LHR 10. Look at it. Why is it saying LHR 10? It's setting the LHR to 10. Let's see what it does when it gets to too low. But when I set it to 22 or I set it to 20, it that's what it does. It says LHR 20, LHR 22, LHR 50. But I just want to see what it tells us when it gets to the actual, I guess, dual mining whatever mode here. 10 10 and see 3. See 10 10 3 and 1. The same settings it did last time. That didn't have any effect here. So we're going to edit this again. Or wait a minute. Yeah, second coin. Oh, well, let's try it. Let's see what we get here. I don't know. Let's try. See, look, 20, 20, 20, 20. Oh, 202. We don't want that. See, let's try 20, 20, 20 here. I guess we can just put it right there. That's where it changes it. But I'm pretty sure it only changes the LHR for me. I can't find the command to properly do it. Clean it up, loop finish, yada yada. See what it does. There we go. And there, look at that, LHR 20 now. So the intensity is only changing the LHR values, which we don't even need anymore. But this is, I don't know. So get rid of that. Update. Change the last digit to 0. So you want to go, oh, there's my screen again. So you want to go 10, 10, 10. Like that. Put in 5, like there's 5 GPUs, 10, 10, 10, 10, 0. There's 4 GPUs, and I want them at 10. Or should I go 10, 10, 10, 0? Not like that. 10, 10, 10, 0. Okay, 10, 10, 10, 0. We need a space. All right, so we'll try 10, 10. See what that does. Engage. And this is the other one. So we got to wait for it to reset again. Yes, you can't find GPU 3, yada, yada. And 0, 10, 10, 10. See, it's setting the LHR though again. I did not put in dual algo mode, but it does it all by itself when you don't have anything in here. So you got to add dual algo mode just to change the intensity. I read to add DAG build mode 2 for more daily profit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into this a lot more. Like I said, maybe you guys had some quick ideas to get it, but these intensities, it's always. See, now we're in normal mode. Let's see what happens. Now we're not having any DAG issues. Yeah, I believe LOL miner might just be the better dual miner to use at this point. That could be very true. Maybe T-Rex has some issues going on. I don't know. I just set it up fast, tried it, and noticed that I was having these issues here. But regardless, it don't matter. Let's go back to the Ethereum mode. Where are you? T-Rex, flex. Yeah, right there. Bam. Back to Eth. So anyway, I kind of mentioned earlier. So is today, yeah, the great hash rate migration to Ergo for 3 days is today. So now maybe I got to swap everything over to Ergo after maybe. We had 69 likes. We're at 70 likes now. 70 likes. Oh, but we've been here for a little while, hour and a half. It was a fun little Rabid rant. That was great. Probably do some more rants tomorrow because I don't know what's going on. Maybe something cool will happen tonight that we can have new to talk about tomorrow. But that's what we do around here. Most of the streams are just random. We just get with it and talk about whatever we feel like talking about at the time. And it usually just ends up with me saying negative stuff. Almost like at A2000, yes, then less 30 days. At least it will be efficient, but they do hash rate migration to Raven on hottest weekend. Oh, really? When's the Raven migration? Is it following week? Week after? I don't know. Very interesting stuff. E-dance. Oh, there's Red Putsy's e-dancing. But anyway, you know what? I guess we're going to wrap this one up, guys. So I appreciate 100% everybody for coming. Those of you guys checked out the gaming website. You know, link is in the description, as well as Helium miners and anything else that could help out the channels in the description. So check that out if you want, and much appreciated. But we are going to wrap it up. I will see you guys on the next one.
Rabid out.